Aloha, this is Green Lighting Mr. T, and this is a recap video. The reasoning for these recap videos is that for people who have an interest in watching my quotation mark current series, despite having not made videos for them in over 2 years, this is a simple way to remind you or recap, well, that's why they're called recap videos, of all of the previous streams / episodes that I've done for these series. So due to the nature of them being recap videos, spoiler alert, also because these are time-sensitive videos, I will not be keeping them in their associative playlists. I'll just put them with the rest of the other section of my homepage that I have for videos like these. So, enjoy the recap. Okay. It's romance, right?
Hey. Correct. So... Whew. Wrong. Correct. Listen. So... Correct. Goodbye.
What? What?
I don't think everyone has one of those.
Huh? Jesus Christ. Yo. Hell yeah. Stop fucking around. Hell yeah. What?
It's got no muffler?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Yo. What? What? By the way. Hey, damn it. Stop fucking around. Shit. Yo. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Don't you think it's about time you can...
What about you? You can't even hardly talk. Dumbass.
say whatever you want? I'm still totally good to go.
Why did I have to go to the dining room?
Kind of cold.
That's probably not good.
Shut up!
Yo.
Naturally. Don't make me repeat myself.
Okay.
Because... Why? That's right. So then...
In swimming pro.
And?
Swimming?
Correct. It would seem...
I could have... Well, actually, no. If I didn't know who... If I didn't have the name written down, I wouldn't have been able to tell who she was even talking about. Okay.
So then... So... Whew. Goodbye.
Interesting.
those embarrassing memories and secrets are all contained in the envelopes I have right here. I'm going to hand them out now, so take a second to take a peek. Extreme! For this investigation, I have unlocked the doors. Please look around to your heart's content.
It's all clear now. I see. That's fine.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised.
How many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it.
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person? You don't mean...
Hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see?
Genocide Jill?
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement! Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just
A pattern?
figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
I'm guessing. I remember the guy. There being guys in the picture book. In the book. Of course, I can't look at the book anymore. So, however helpful that is, that's actually really bad.
Bingo, bullseye, right on the money.
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
Of course, it probably would help if I actually knew Japanese and would understand that those were guys' names, because I don't. Yes, I don't.
They were all guys?
That's right. The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men. I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed.
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it. I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So, since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of a one and only.
Yeah, I'd say WTF would be a good way to describe this.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely. When you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lowly cur!
Lowly? Cur?
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
That does make some amount of sense.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors!
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
That's not true.
Are you sure about that? Da-da-da-da!
She's fully equipped!
Okay, that's a little bit crazy.
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime! Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong! You can't, can you, gutter dogs, all of you!
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands? No way, no way, no way, no way, no way!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over.
It's not that I'm freaked out or anything, it's just based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to...
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
Sakura...
What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is this...
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible. This girl is...
She's not a girl.
Is what?
Is a boy!
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy. If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Mark it as... correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say?
Here's exactly what happened. First, let's take a look back to before the incident.
Yeah, I know what the blue stars do. Okay.
Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
What? Oh, this is a sauna. Okay. I thought that was a pool for a second. I think that's a sauna, actually. Okay. Okay, so there we go.
The killer is you! With bag in hand, she made her... But how could the victim...
What? What? Ah. Wait, is it just this? And this were swapped?
The killer is you!
Okay, let's try this again.
With bag in hand, Chihiro headed... She made her way to the locker room. But how could the victim, who was a...
There we go. Ah, jeez, that's so
Simple,
ridiculously
because
dumb.
she was really a he.
I mean, it gets the same point across, doesn't it? They're literally right next to each other.
Which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from. It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned. Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet, then removing the bloody poster, and finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem. And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch. That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated.
How is that not what he did?
That could have been the end. Byakuya discovered the body and
Okay. There we go. Why is that so different from
after
a
stumbling
picture
on
of
the
him
crime
tying
scene,
up?
he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work.
I mean, for crying out loud. You see this picture over here? He already has the extension cord in his hands. I don't understand. He doesn't need to go back. He has it in his hands. This picture is misleading. Horribly misleading.
He used the cord to string up Chihiro's... Then, using the victim's own blood, he wanted to create the illusion that Genesis... And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out. Isn't that right, Mondo Arata?
Wait! No! This can't be right!
Thinking so far is right? Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I did it. I killed him. Sorry.
What is this?
Now then. Actually... Ha!
No.
Weak.
Hey, What?
I'm sorry. But... That's right. I want to change.
Hey,
Yeah, that's right.
Uh-huh.
Correct. Indeed. Certainly.
But...
Because... I knew it.
What is this? You're wrong!
Don't make me repeat myself.
Hey,
I'm sorry. Huh? But... I want to change.
You piece of... What? What?
Huh?
What? What?
No! What's wrong?
Damn you!
I just wanted to...
Yeah, that's right. You son of a bitch! couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now, so just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see. As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away! Ooh. My, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but... super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied! Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
You